Broadcast is produced entirely by the students at Southeast High School in partnership with Kaiser University.
check.
Test. We get a sound check?
Check, check. I think we're good, right?
Absolutely. Welcome. Welcome to Southeast Softball. We're at the softball field here in Bradenton, Florida. And we have tonight's contest, which pits the Lady Knowles against the Gladiators of Gibbs. They're down from St. Petersburg. My name's Don McGee, and beside me is Coach Ryan. He's going to be doing all the color for us, and we're just going to have a great time tonight. So what do you think, Coach? What do we got going tonight?
Well, hello, Knoll Nation. I'm Ryan Clark, one of the assistant principals here with Coach Don, longtime Knoll supporter. I'm excited to see the Lady Knowles tonight. I think that they're due to put up some runs.
Well, yeah, they should put up some runs. We could probably go over and talk a little bit about the Gibbs High School from St. Pete. They are having one of their better years. They're no wins yet, 6 losses, but they have improved tremendously from years past. They went from 3 runs in 14 all the way up to 38 runs this year. The best game has been against Bayshore, and the first pitch just delivered by Faith Bruce.
Well, I'll tell you what, for a program that's trying to get up on its feet, it's going to be tough to do against sophomore starting pitcher Faith Bruce.
If not impossible, but we're going to find out real quick. Looks like a strike there. Oh, brings the count 1-1. Yeah, Faith has been unbelievable this year. She's had 35 strikeouts already this year, and so she's on target to strike 2. She's on target to do just as well as she did last year, if not better. The Southeast team is 3-3 this year, but the teams they've lost to are teams bigger schools, and there's our first strikeout of the night.
Yeah, I had the pleasure of doing the commentary with Coach Joe Collis, our athletic director, against Sefner, that brought 3 All-State girls to the Seminole field, and Faith really held her own. She pounded the strike zone. She ended up with 7 or 8 strikeouts in that game. So she's a competitor, and she's going to go after that strike zone, which as a coach, that's what you want out of your pitchers.
Yes, well, Faith has been doing this all year, and she's going to do it the rest of the year, but she also does it as strike 2. She's I feel a little sorry for Gibbs tonight. I think they may be in trouble. They may be a little overmatched tonight.
Yeah, and Faith, it's a little petite package there, and you really don't expect the velocity coming out of her hand that comes. It sneaks up on you.
Absolutely.
Yeah, there's a quick strikeout out of Faith.
That's 2 down. Well, the rule is 15 runs after 3 innings, and if Southeast can do what they've been doing against the other teams, they played Bayshore last week and beat them 22-0, and Bayshore beat Gibbs by a run, so it might be a quick game.
Yeah, this is an aggressive Seminole offense this year. They like to swing the bat. They do not let too many strikes cross the plate. They like to get on them.
Just to go around in there it is, strike 2. She looks like she's pretty much throwing fastballs right now. I don't see much drop or curve there.
No, I don't even know if we've seen any off speed yet.
And strike 3.
So going right at him.
3 up, 3 down. I think she wasted 1 pitch, maybe. I'm not sure. That was pretty fast.
Yeah, that was a 10-pitch inning. Getting her work in.
Well, that's going to bring up our Southeast Seminoles. And starting off for Southeast today will be Faith, the pitcher. She's the leadoff hitter. and then Shaylin Holt and Cameron Crowell will be up next. So we got some good good hitters right off the start. But we're gonna have to see. I haven't seen the pitcher yet for Gibbs, how she does, but we'll see it shortly.
Yeah, this is a tough Knoll lineup, 1 through 9. I mean, the lineup doesn't really get any easier. You got Deja Johnson down there in the 7 spot, and then you get to face Sarah Harrison and Kiki Banks. I mean, the hitters just keep coming for the Lady Knolls. So, be fun to watch.
You know, while we got just a little bit of a break, I do want to talk about Facebook for a second. If you haven't done so, you should like the SCTV Facebook page. You can find it on facebook.com/SEH Television. Not only will you get reminders and direct links to all the events that Southeast Television broadcasts live, but you will also get notices of the other activities, like that the fine young broadcaster of SCTV are involved in. And while you're at it, share the Facebook link with your friends and family. That's facebook.com/SEHS Television.
Yeah, absolutely. Miss Amanda Clark runs a great program. Her kids are really on top of the ball game.
You know, they've been doing this for a long time, and of course won national acclaim. They were #1 in the nation several years. So
yeah, I believe under Mr. Saunders' tutelage, Miss Amanda Clark has an international title under her belt as a student here at SCTV.
Well, she's just the best. She's the best. I'll tell you right now.
She sure is.
If you're going to take and leave the program like Mr. Sanders had to give it up to her, you couldn't ask for a better person to take over.
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay, here we go. Miss Bruce is up at the plate. And a little high for ball 1. Beautiful night tonight, a little crisp, a little cool.
Yeah, great night for baseball. Looked like an off-speed pitch there, 1-1 to Faith Bruce. You know, we started off the broadcast talking about how good of a pitcher she is, and she does the leadoff work here for the Knolls, the Lady Knolls. So knows how to handle the stick as well.
Ball 2 brings the count 2 balls, 1 strike. Yeah, we're going to see how fast Southeast can get off, and that's brings the count 3-1. A little bit of a hitter's count there, huh?
Yeah, she should be looking for that fastball right in her wheelhouse here, so she's sitting pretty.
Oh, pops it up.
A little out in front of it.
And foul. But not playing high school softball, you know, she plays with the Pinellas Warriors for Coach Ron Katz. And Coach Katz has elevated her game and built her confidence. I mean, he does a great job with that organization. I know her summer plans are to attend several college showcase tournaments with Coach Katz and the Warriors. She wants to attend a college in Florida and has several colleges already interested in her. Full count?
Yeah, not a bad spot to be in here as a sophomore.
Full count on Faith. And a little grounder right to third and a little bit over, and
she's going to beat that out.
She's not going to second.
Yeah, I thought about it for a quick second. I think Coach Jack gave the hold sign there. There's going to be plenty of opportunity, I think, to move over.
So we make that a E5 or E6. Yeah. Face coaching, pitching coach is Coach J.C. Davis from the University of Tampa. You know, she was Defensive Player of the Year in 2017. And another thing she does, Coach, is she comes out every day and helps out with the JV team. She's got a 4.0 GPA. She's on the weightlifting team. She's a student government member. She raises chicken, loves animals. I mean, my God, what more could you ask for, huh?
And always has a smile on her face. You know, that first game against Seffner, she filled in the shortstop spot and did an amazing job. Nice cut out of Shailene right there.
Strike one. Let's see if I know that Angel is now the runner. She's taking the place of Faith, and we got a pop-up
Get out in front of that a
on
little
the
bit.
infield,
You
and
knew
it
that was gonna
falls down,
happen.
and Angel makes it to second base.
Yeah, Angel Eklund up from the JV team, do some pinch running, get some experience. She had a pretty good game on Wednesday night against Imagine School during the JV set.
So now we have runners on first and second, no outs, and up comes the big bopper, Cameron Crowell. Cameron already has 2 home runs this year. She had an inside the park against Bayshore, and by the time the ball came in, she was crossing home plate.
Yeah, Cameron really drives the ball. I love her approach. She's keeping her hands back, her weight back. Another great all-around kid.
She has plans on going to Annapolis if she can. Oh, and another high fly going out to right field and dropped. That's going to load the bases.
Yeah, she's not happy with that, but she got on base and moved the runners over. She took a nice cut, little out front of that, but
I think that's going to happen all night with these hitters. They see that ball coming up there, looks like a watermelon, and they just want to kill it, and they usually overstride or overhit. Ivy Turner up at the plate and takes the first pitch for a strike. Bases loaded, no outs. Ivy Turner at the plate. Ivy is another one of those seniors. Got 6 seniors on the squad.
taking care of the catching duties tonight.
And she drives one out in the gap, and
That is going to be extra bases.
it's going to bring home at least 2, maybe
Looks like
3.
coach is bringing.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, get there.
Oh, my God.
Little trip. Cameron Crowell went down with little trip up there, but able to regain her footing and take a look and get across.
She's not going to be able to live that down in the
No,
dugout.
that's a tough one. I think she heard it from Dad or an uncle over there on the side. But all in good fun. She got up with a smile.
Coming in to run for Miss Turner is
We got Sierra Vickery.
Sierra Vickery.
And Sierra now, she seems to be the utility player of the program. You know, you can kind of use her to pinch run on varsity. I know she plays a couple different positions for the JV squad.
Yeah, she's a top pitcher on the JV squad. So here's the setup. We have no outs, 3 runs in, and we got a runner on third now, because on a pass ball.
We got Ambrielle Jones up to bat. That runner on third. She's up on the count, 1 ball, no strikes.
And she
Takes
hits the
a
ball
nice
back to
cut.
the pitcher, throws over for an out, but at the same time, Sierra comes in to score, making it 4-0.
Gets the run across. There's a sacrifice RBI. And just like that, the Lady Knowles are up 4.
4-0 with 1 out. And up to the plate strides Jesly Hernandez.
This is another kiddo that seems to always have a smile on her face. It doesn't matter if she's out at soccer with Coach Grimm or, you know, if she's out here and playing softball. This kid has a really positive disposition.
She's been doing well. She's been doing very well. One of the things that she's really excellent at is playing center field and tracking down that ball. I've never seen anybody quite so fast in the outfield as Jesly is.
And I believe she's new to the sport in the last couple of years.
Correct.
So she's just a really well-rounded athlete. You give her a sport, and she's going to go out there and compete. Look at that.
Right to the shortstop. Shortstop makes the throw over, and she's out for the second out.
Great hustle down the line, making it close.
Right, that was hit right to the shortstop, and she made a play out of it.
Now Gibbs better be careful down here in this lineup with Deja Johnson. She has a little bit of pop to her bat, and she likes to get out and swing early.
Deja can look really bad at the plate, and then on the next pitch look like she's been playing for 20 years.
Yeah.
She's and really at one pitch to the next, it's just amazing how I don't know what happens.
A little out in front on that one. There's a foul ball down the line.
These batters probably should move up on the plate a little bit against this pitcher.
Yeah, I'm sure Coach Jack will get them together there when they get in the dugout.
A little high for pitch ball 2. Brings the count 2-1. 2 outs, nobody on. Oh.
Able to lay off it.
I think she wanted that one. I'm not sure, but I think she wanted that one.
Yeah, she thought about it.
3-1 pitch again, coming in. And outside. Well, apparently that was
ball 4.
okay.
She had me double thinking. My math on the paper here, Coach.
I definitely didn't think that was going to happen, but she's out there. She's on, and up comes Sarah Harrison. Sarah Harrison drives it to the shortstop, and it goes through her.
A well-hit ball right through the gates.
And Deja just continues on to third on the throw-in.
Got a first and third situation here, Coach.
First and third, and guess who's coming to the plate?
What we got here? Kiki Banks.
Kiara Banks, my hero. Number 4, our right fielder. Kiara came up from the JVs last year and did a very good job on the varsity. And now she's back again, and she's still just a junior. Swinging at a pitch, little out. Sarah heads down to second to.
Yeah, Kiera's got some speed. She's in that 9 spot. Look at her as a rollover player. She's got some speed. She gets it on the ground, might beat one out. Get the top of that lineup back over.
Ow. Got it in the foot.
She takes one in the foot. Coach and umpire going to check in on her.
She's a tough girl.
Yeah, that's a tough spot, though. Inside of the foot there, it looked like it got her. Not a lot of cleat there to cover it.
I don't want to get hit there.
I do not either, Coach. But she's walking it off like a young lady.
Well, guess what we got again? Bases loaded all of a sudden. This time there's 2 outs, but Faith Bruce coming up to the plate.
See if she can help her own cause here, break this one open.
Our trainer, JK, is out there checking on Kiara.
Yeah, Coach JK, longtime Seminole. Feel like he practically lives here.
Well, he's a Hall of Famer there, FACA Hall of Famer trainer from very few of them in the state besides him, so that's really unbelievable.
Yeah.
And the first pitch, she holds off on up a little bit high, just a touch high. And drives it into the hole, into the gap, and we're all safe.
Not going to get anybody.
Third baseman went for it, and so nobody was at third.
Nobody to cover. Yeah, this is going to be a tough one with Gibbs giving some outs here. This isn't this isn't the way to beat the Lady Knowles. You got to take those outs when you can get them.
Coming in to run for Faith is Angel again, Angel Eckler.
Looking to score her second run of the inning.
That's right. Head up the plate is Shailene Holt. Shailene is biting at the chomp. What was that expression? She just
chomping at the bit,
chomping
Coach.
at the
I think
bit.
that's the
Okay,
one.
that's it.
He's flipped him.
And she wants to hit that so bad. And from the shortstop comes in to talk to the pitcher, try to get her calmed down a little bit. Shay has been just knocking the baseball or softball everywhere this year. He's been doing a great job.
Yeah, that's one of the things that's impressive about this Lady Knoll program. JV and varsity, both lineups are just aggressive. They want to get after the pitch, and there goes Shailene right there with a single to center.
Go to sec. Oh, okay. And so that drove in a couple more runs, bringing the score 7-zip.
And another first and third situation with probably the most dangerous Lady Knoll hitter up to bat.
Well, this is very interesting. You say the most dangerous, but we have a tremendous competition going between Shay and her. Cromwell has you're not going to believe this. Oh, yeah, there it is, right over her head.
Yep, and did you see that? Did you see her move up in the box?
Yep.
So she got the memo. She's going to be it. Oh, Coach is waving her around.
She's coming all the way around.
Oh, stand up triple with a glance at home, with a glance to home plate.
I thought for sure she was coming home. Great hit, just over the head. So that brings the score 9-0, with still 2 outs and a runner on third. And up to the plate comes Ivy Turner, 4-year catcher here for Southeast.
Hasn't had the gear on yet tonight.
She takes the first pitch a little high. Yeah, I was talking about Cameron before. Oh, nice grab by the first baseman, and that's going to end the inning.
Lady Knowles, I think, put 4 on the board there with 2 outs, so that's a total of 9 going into the top of the second.
Okay. So, at the end of the inning, it's 9-0 Seminoles, with Gibbs coming up to bat in the second inning. I want to let everyone know you're watching Southeast Television, Southeast Sports on Southeast Television.
It all adds up. Clean up after yourself. It's not that hard.
Welcome back. We're still at Southeast softball field in Bradenton, Florida. It's top of the second inning, and Faith Bruce up there to throw the first pitch. I don't know what it is. And a little low, ball 1. Give your lineup a little bit, your defensive lineup. We have Sarah Harrison in third. We have Cameron Crowell at short. Shaylin Holt at second. Deja Johnson at first. And a swing and a miss for strike 1.
Said Ambrielle Jones out in left field. That gives us Jessley Hernandez in center. And then we got Kiki Banks out in right. Back at you, Coach. You
I'm
going to
get it. I'm
going to.
Oh, where's
Just
my
out
net?
of reach.
Where is my net?
I was glad you didn't dive for that.
Did you say you're glad I didn't die for that?
Dive.
Oh, okay. I got that. I'm sorry.
We're up here. I know as coaches, it's tough not to stick a hand out there and try and make a grab.
Okay, that one was for you.
That one was coming right at me, and I was ready. I had the hands up. I was ready to go. Faith Bruce. Absolutely, Miss Clark. Faith Bruce back in at 1 ball, 2 strikes. Ooh, that must have been a hair outside. That looked like a great pitch on the outer third.
I don't know where it was outside, but he didn't call it. 2-2's count. Nobody on. And we got another one coming just past us. They're trying to hit us, I'm telling you right now.
I know that young man just missed it by about a foot there.
Is that right?
Walking to meet his mom at the bleachers. 2-2 count.
So should I requisition a net? And another foul ball.
I'll tell you, this number 17 for Gibbs is really hanging in there because Faith is bringing some heat to the strike zone, so fouled off a couple pitches to stay alive.
She looks like she's got a fairly good swing there. And a changeup for a ball.
Yeah, I think that's a great pitch. Low in the zone. You know, you got one to give there. She's had good control all night, so that's a decent pitch. See if you can get him to chase.
I don't know how she laid off from that. And strike 3.
Right back at her. It's Faith's fourth K of the night. Mowing down this Gibbs lineup so far.
So that's 1 away. Looks like the outfielder's playing them straight away. Strike 1.
Brings the number 5 hitter for Gibbs, Courtney Phillips, playing second base. Looks like she hit the catcher's mitt on the swing, so she's going to take first base, giving Gibbs their first runner of the night.
Catcher interference. You know, speaking of which, I just want to mention that we lost a player during the JV game with a broken arm. That'd be Skylar
Bosley?
Skylar Bosley, and she took one in the arm, reaching in, trying to frame that pitch a little bit too much.
Yeah, I was a catcher all my life too, and sometimes, you know, I believe Skylar was actually catching Faith, and sometimes with those pitchers that really bring the heat, sometimes you reach a little bit. You know, it's coming at you so quickly. It looked like she reached out. I actually was on duty that night and watched it, and you know, Skylar really handled that like a champ. I would have been in tears.
I was in tears, and it didn't hit me. I was really worried about her. I didn't sleep that night.
Well, she's all casted up, and she's in her street clothes tonight, but she's here supporting her fellow Lady Knowles.
Just a team player all the way, and her only regret is not being able to play. It's not that she broke her arm; she just wanted to play.
Yeah, that's a tough one for a high school athlete, because that puts you down, you know, one of your seasons of eligibility.
Another one coming close to us. Counts no balls, 2 strikes. So Faith has lost their perfect game already.
Yeah, that's unfortunate with the catcher's interference, but still's got that no-hitter intact. It's the amazing thing about those perfect games. It just takes one little mistake, one, you know,
anything,
a walk
right?
here and there, a catcher's interference call, and out the door it goes, making those special outings.
Against Bayshore, Faith, it only went 3 innings also, and Faith had 9 strikeouts in that game. So every out was recorded by Faith.
That's amazing.
Well, the count's still no balls, 2 strikes on the batter.
This is Caitlin Cross swinging the bat for Gibbs. Been 0-2, but fouled off a few pitches here, staying alive. And there's another one.
There's another one. Oh, and she actually got a nice little hit there. Came around
just a little out front, which
a bit ahead of it.
Which is quite the accomplishment against Faith.
Faith, yes.
Yeah.
Faith asking for a new ball.
Yeah, that's one of the other impressive things about Faith Bruce. I mean, you know, she doesn't carry herself like a sophomore either. You know, a lot of poise up there on the mound.
And strike 3.
Great pitch. Takes it up the ladder a little bit.
I don't know if that was a rise ball or that just was high, but she does have a pretty good rise ball.
Yeah, that had some heat on it. So that's 2 down.
And strike 1. Nice pitch. And strike 2.
This looks like Jakira Barnes for Gibbs. Gonna have to get that bat off her shoulder. She wants to make something happen.
It's very difficult for us. We can't see the numbers. They're on the back, and fouls that one off. A little late on the swing, but fouled it off.
Yeah, I was able to scratch a few names down here. Didn't quite get the lineup from Gibbs in time. So I believe this is Jakira Barnes, number 20.
And strike 3.
That was a great pitch right on the inner third with the velocity that Faith brings. That's a tough pitch at the high school level.
And if you can hit your locations and you're pitching with that velocity, that's just wonderful.
Yep.
You know, Southeast has been deemed the district champion by all the other teams so far this year. There's five people in their league, they're in their district, and Gibbs being one, Bayshore, and Lakewood of St. Pete, all of which are about the same caliber. The other team is Booker, and Southeast went up to Booker and beat them 7-1 a couple weeks ago. So everybody feels that they have a really good chance at taking down the district crown this year. And Southeast has not taken and done something like that in a long time. But one of the things they're trying to do is go beyond a district crown and try to go a little further in the regionals. And with that in mind, Coach Howells has taken and scheduled a lot of really good teams outside of the district. Starting off with, they played Venice in their first game, 7A team. Obviously a powerhouse, always has been. So
I think they had Seffner in the second or third game that brought a few all-state girls with them, a couple second-teamers and a third-teamer, which they played a great game. I mean, they took the loss, and I think it was a 7 or 8-4 loss, but they looked good. Faith looked good on the bump. So good strategy out of Coach Howe. I like that. You know, if you're going to try and go compete beyond that district, you better get some powerful schools in there to get you ready.
I think coming up they have they're going to be playing Port Charlotte, which is another really good team down there, Class 6A. Yeah, one of the problems here at Southeast is there isn't any real feeder system for these softball players, whereas a lot of the other teams, i.e. Lakewood Ranch, has Miss Manatee, Palmasola out there. Miss Manatee goes to Manatee or even Palmetto. So Southeast is kind of stuck in the middle, so they don't really have a feeder system. So what happens is you get a lot of people who've never seen a softball before, and you have to develop them as a freshman.
Well, that's really a credit to Coach Hal and his coaching staff, you included, Coach Don. I mean, one of the things that's impressive about these Lady Knolls is they're they're all multi-sport athletes, you know. So, you know, you go down the lineup, and most of them play a second, third, and sometimes fourth. There's Ambrielle Jones getting the bat on the ball again.
Getting down the line.
And beating one out.
And going to, nope, not going.
Yeah, that's okay. That was good hustle down the line. Well, had a little run in there with the first baseman. I'm not sure she got her head up in time to see Coach give her this the go sign, but
right. She's pretty fast going down there. And up to the plate, Chesley. Chesley tries to lay down a bunt. And it's a foul ball. No, he's calling her out.
What happened there? Did she leave the box?
I'm not sure. Gonna have to find out a little later about exactly what happened on that one. I have the screen right in front of me, so I I couldn't see. But that brings Deja Johnson up. And low and away with the first pitch. I'm waiting for Ambrielle. I would think that they would send her on this pitch or the next pitch. Yeah, they're sending her.
There she goes. Nice call, Coach.
Slides right in there. I think that's 2 balls on Deja. The scoreboard doesn't indicate that, but I think she has 2 balls on her, no strikes.
I believe you're right, Coach. I think we have 2 balls, no strikes. Miss Jones on second. And Deja chomping at the bit to bring her around.
Ooh, reaching out for it. Again, there's another indication that they're just so eager and they want to hit, and that's which is normally very good. But if that pitcher's this slow, they're going to be a little bit ahead of her. Just a piece of it, fouled it off.
Looks like she did a little better keeping her hands back there, but then just a hair late.
Yep.
Hopefully this will be the perfect. This will be the one.
Well, you remember what I told you before. She starts out looking really bad, and then all of a sudden, we'll lace one out there. So
yeah.
She's so powerful. And takes one high and inside. And Ambrielle Jones scoots down to third base on that play. 1 out. Count 2-2. 2 balls, 2 strikes on Deja. She's got to protect. And goes after a high one, fouls it back.
Yeah, that's a tough pitch to lay off of when you're feeling aggressive. It comes right in at eye level. You feel like you could put it into the trees.
It looks so big. It looks so big.
Yeah, beach ball coming in.
Yeah. And there's another one.
Another nice cut. Looks like Deja's got her timing down now. Turning into a battle here.
Like if she moved up just a little further on that plate, she'd be well served. Ball 3. Brings the count full. 3 balls, 2 strikes. Got a runner on third, 1 out, and Deja Johnson ready to make it 10 runs.
Lady Knowles trying to add to their lead.
And she walks.
Looks like she takes ball 4, setting up another first and third situation. With Sarah Harrison up to bat. It's a kid right here, Sarah Harrison, on the soccer team, on the volleyball team. Helps Chef Jackie in the Knoll Cafe. I mean, this kid does a little bit of everything.
Sarah's a wonderful girl. And I was going to call that. I knew that Coach Bill would take and try to bunt him. She's been doing really well in practice on bunting, and unfortunately that one was just a little foul. She's going to be stealing on this one, I guarantee you. foul ball.
Let Sarah swing away on that, and we got 2 strikes.
There she goes. And
No first and third play on that.
really a defensive indifference, I think. And now it's up to Sarah. Got runners on second and third, can drive them both home. Ball's in the dirt. Evens the count, 2-2. Well, tonight's a pretty cold night. I don't know how the girls are out in the field, but I know it's pretty chilly up here.
There's a couple girls on both teams going no sleeves, which I gotta hand it to them because I'm bundled up.
Yes, but you have some issues. So, unlike me, who doesn't worry about anything, just comes out here and knows it's going to be 80 degrees and not worry about it.
Yeah, Coach. I mean, you in those shorts.
No, I'm freezing. There's a nice little hit.
There it goes. That gonna drop it? Nope.
Again, just a little ahead of her. Yeah, but if I were out there, I'd probably tell him, you need to move up on right at the top of the box. It's coming in just enough to be able to hit.
Yep.
This is one of the better pitchers I've seen from Gibbs. They usually don't have a pitcher as good as this, so I'm glad that they're got somebody. And going down to first, Sarah, ball 4.
Yeah, this gets tough for a pitcher. You lose a little bit of control. I love that Sam Snell. No, that's Selena Johnson, the catcher for Gibbs, goes out there, talks to her pitcher, tries to calm her down a little bit.
Just getting her to relax. Well, it's 10-0. We got 1 out, and guess what? We got a first and third situation again. And up comes the big bopper, Kiara Banks, who
went for it.
And in the score comes Deja Johnson.
Moves Miss Harrison over to second base. Still a bunting situation. Let's see what Coach puts on here.
I'm going to guess he's hitting away.
Had the hit and run on.
And and a fly ball to second. She was out twice on that one.
Yeah.
My gosh, she not only popped it up, but she got thrown out too.
Yeah, looks like Gibbs is drilling the fundamentals practice. So here we are back to the top of the Lady Knoll lineup. Faith Bruce making her 3rd appearance at the plate on the night with a comfortable 11-run lead.
And drives it into center field, right to, just over the head of the center field. That's going to bring home Sarah, and she's going to end up at 3rd. Throw coming into 3rd. And
another stand-up triple out of Faith. I believe that's the Lady Knoll's 2nd stand-up triple of the night. Cameron Crowell had the first one there in the first inning.
Going in to run for Faith is Angel Ecklich. Angel's just a freshman, so she's got 3 more years after this year. And up to the plate is Shaylin Holt, who drives it into center field.
Was
crushed. And that's going to be over her head.
It's a 2 bouncer to the fence. She's looking 3 all the way.
Yeah, she's not going to stop.
She's looking 3. And that's back-to-back stand-up triples out of the Lady Knolls. And it's not going to get any easier for Gibbs.
Because who's coming up?
It looks like we got Cameron Crowell coming up, which is probably the last batter I'd want to see right now.
Cameron's OPS, by the way, her on-base plus slugging is 1.3 something. Okay. I know in the major leagues, the top OPS hitter was Babe Ruth. He had like a 1.13, and hers is 1.3.
Yeah.
It's just, and she
That
crushes
looks
it.
like
That's
that
gone.
might.
That's out of there. Oh no!
One bouncer
Short,
to the fence,
short.
but she absolutely tattooed that
And
ball.
she's going for 3.
Going for her second
Head
triple of the
first.
game.
Head first dive for a triple.
Yep.
Well, that makes
A little fist bump to coach over there on third as she dusts herself off.
it 14 to nothing. 2 outs. And Ivy Turner back at the plate. And we're going to go out and talk to the pitcher. Coach is going out there to try to calm her down now. Yeah, we were talking about Cameron. She has like a batting average wise, she's like 455, and Shea is like 444. So it's a major competition between the two. Tonight she might help her out, but it's certainly her OPS is going to be skyrocketing too.
Yeah, absolutely.
You know, Southeast is ranked not only in the district, but it's ranked in the state. And right now, it's early in the year, but they're ranked number 28 in 5A out of about 75. So, again, a lot of expectations for this Southeast team this year.
Yeah, Coach Hal's done a great job this program. I know top to bottom you guys are working like you said, you know, without a feeder program and having mainly multi-sport athletes to work with, which is a decent place to be in. So yeah, the Lady Knolls should do some damage this year in the state tournament. Hopefully they can stay healthy.
Coming home.
That was a great secondary lead by Cameron. I mean, she stayed on the bag, read the pitch, got her secondary lead, saw that it bounced away, and off she goes for a run, putting the Lady Knolls up 15.
I like how you say secondary lead. You're a baseball guy, aren't you?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Most of it translates over. You know.
Oh, it does, absolutely. The difference between softball and baseball is, well, I mean, the dimensions are different, and you can't take a lead on a pitch, but there's a lot of, there we go, fouled off right by us.
Yeah.
There's a lot of similarities between the two. I know when I was about 19, I was coaching Little League and Little League baseball, and at that time the girls just didn't stand a chance. They just weren't any avenues for them to play sports like that. And now it's just amazing because softball, for instance, we have, and back to the pitcher, and she's throwing out at first. That's 3 down.
Lady Knolls put up another 5 in the second inning.
So, with a score 15 to nothing in favor of Southeast, we'll be right back after this important PSA. You're watching SCTV Sports on SCTV. There's going to be 3 strikeouts, and that's going to be it.
JK, See if they'll save me a cheeseburger.
Well, we got it for you. No problem.
Please.
Okay, welcome back. Hey, you know, we're talking about getting a cheeseburger because we're pretty excited about some food after this. You know?
I am starving, Coach.
You know, it's this cold weather up here. We're probably getting down to the 50s tonight, and
I had a turkey sandwich in the Knoll Cafe about 11:30, and that was it for me today. I'm usually a snacker. I might have got a Snickers bar down from the testing coordinator.
you need to get a later lunch. That's what you got to do.
And is it just me, or is Faith Bruce pitching faster than
Yes,
she
it
was
goes.
in the first?
Absolutely. Oh my gosh.
Look at that service,
Oh,
asking
oh,
you.
just a second. Takeout delivery? No, I don't understand this. We're delivered. I wasn't, but
Asking you shall receive.
Coach Ryan was delivered a burger right here at the booth.
I have to give a shout out to the Hall of Fame trainer, Coach JK, for that cheeseburger. I appreciate it.
But that was delivered by that impeccable young man named Buddy Jones. He's just unbelievable to bring that up there.
Yeah, that was great. Another person that you see around Seminole activities. His daughter Ambrielle Jones is on the team. Believe she played volleyball, and Coach Buddy helps coach the volleyball team as well. I think he's out here taking some pictures tonight for the team.
Yeah, he does. He's head coach of the JVs and he's assistant coach for the varsity.
Does everything around here. Even delivers a cheeseburger. The old assistant principal up here.
I don't know. You must have something on him. I'm not sure. One away. And a swing and a miss.
Yeah, a little bit late. Just like we were talking about the Lady Knolls moving up in the box, these Gibbs hitters have been back in the box all night because Faith is bringing some heat.
Coach Bill Camp calls all their pitches down in the dugout. Swing and a miss for strike two.
What's great about Faith is you can tell as a competitor, I mean, she wants this. It's like blood in the water for a shark. You know, she's just going right back at that strike zone.
You are, a little high. I can't believe that, Faith. Unbelievable. You threw a ball.
I think that might only be her third ball of the night, all night.
We do want to get a little shout out to Bill Camp's daughter. You know, she's up in Charleston, South Carolina. She used to be a softball player here, Megan Camp. She went on to play at Eckerd College, did really great there. But she's listening, and she told her dad that she'd make sure she'd be listening for her name, and so I had to mention Megan Camp. Okay.
That's a nice shout out, Coach. How you doing, Megan? I hope all's going well for you.
Oh, a swing and a miss.
Not a bad cut, though.
No, it actually was. So you're right. She looked like she knew what she was doing up there. 2 outs. Strike two.
And she's not going to get cheated up there. She's getting her cuts in.
You know, you're going to have a chance to eat that hamburger because one more strike, and that's going to be the end of the ball game.
I believe this will be the Lady Knolls' second mercy roll in a row if it stands, and it does.
And it is strike three. Nice pitching by Faith. Very, very nice.
Looks like we're all going to get out of here and get in bed at a decent hour tonight.
I have a lot of homework to do, so I want to get home and. Okay. So, anyways, that's going to be it. 15-0. 15-0. I don't know what. And they're lining up, and they're going to shake hands like we always do, because you were talking about being just being kind to each other. I mean, it doesn't make any difference. 15-0, nine strikeouts. You need to shake hands. You need to talk to each of the coaches. And there goes Coach Howell out limping out there. He's got a bad knee. He's out there doing it. So.
Yeah, he's still getting in the handshake line, even though he's got dust for knees.
So maybe we want to turn this over. Maybe they want to have a PSA before, and we'll do a wrap-up of this with the score at 15-0. We'll be right back after this important PSA. You're watching SCTV Sports on SCTV. at Southeast, and you can see out there on the field taking some pictures. We got Skylar Boslin out there with her broken arm that she got a few days ago. And they all took a beautiful picture out there. So, Coach Ryan, what do you think of this game?
You know, I think the Lady Knowles showed us what they've been showing all year. Again, they were aggressive at the plate. They drove the ball well. I mean, obviously, you can't say enough about Faith Bruce. Another 9 strikeout Mercy Rule game out of her again. Her second no-hitter Mercy Rule 9 strikeout game in as many games, 2 in a row.
Yeah, it's when you know, stuff starts with pitching, stuff ends with pitching, and then there might be some hitting or whatever and defense in between. But everything starts and ends with pitching, and Faith has got it going this year, and she's only a sophomore. So we got great things to look forward to, not only this year, but for the next couple years after that. Well, okay, I think we can just pretty much wrap this up. It's 15-0. I want to thank everybody for listening, and everybody out there. And I don't know if you were in Afghanistan, you could hear us. SCTV does this great job every year. Like I said, they've
Top notch.
They've been #1 in the country. They are just great, and I want to thank Amanda for all the work and all the help she gave us. So we'll just take and end this by saying, have a great night. Thank you very much. For Coach Ryan and myself, we're out of here.
Thank you. Go Knowles.